Do you see this girl in the video? Not clearly? Let me point it out to you. This is the leg, and this is the head. This is their next station. Guess which meat stall they put the body parts in. Do you think this is the whole story of this case? There is another case behind it. At noon of May 3rd, 2014, in Guangzhou, China, Zhang, who was responsible for cleaning the hotel rooms, prepared to clean room 316 that had just checked out this morning. However, upon opening the door, she found that the room was actually clean and tidy, just like no one had stayed in it before. However, Zhang was still preparing to clean the room again. Just as she arrived at the bathroom for cleaning, she noticed that the bathroom sewer was blocked. She began to unblock it, but out of it came a pile of thick yellow objects that looked like chicken fat.
那东西呀，又腥又臭，我真想吐。看来看去又不是牲口的呀。我连忙喊前台小妹，赶快报警。
Beside the fat found in the bathroom, the police also found blood stains on the door. They also found garbage bags containing meat and bones in the back staircase on the same floor of this room. The forensic doctor identified the objects found at the scene and confirmed that they were all part of a woman. The police then went to the front desk, asked for check-in records. They found that only one guest, named Yang Mu, was registered in room 316, a 28-year-old woman who stayed in the hotel on the evening of April 30th. So the police contacted Yang family and confirmed that Yang had lost contact. The police suspect that the deceased may be Yang. After identification, the death time was between 10 p.m. on 30th and 1 a.m. on May 1st. But the surveillance showed that Yang appeared at the front desk again at 9:20 p.m. after checking in and then returned to her room. This is when she was killed, which means she was killed shortly after returning to her room. Then, the police was told that room 316 had checked out on May 3rd, but Yang had already died. Who checked out? The police found through surveillance that the person who checked out was a male. This man transported 3 bags of unidentified objects 3 times from May 1st to May 3rd, and he first appeared in the hotel half an hour after Yang checked in. It is clear that this person is the murderer and is very familiar with the whereabouts of the deceased. The staff had no impression of the man. The man did not use his ID when checking out, so the only clue the police had about him was the surveillance. Through surveillance, the police found that he had taken Yang luggage with him, and it looked more stuffed than when Yang brought it. Just as the police were speculating about what was in the bag, the forensic doctor said this.
现场除了找不到头颅之外，我们对尸体进行了重新拼凑，发觉死者的颈部也是找不到的。
This is the shin bone. By observing the shapes of the red plastic bag and travel bag, the police had a shocking guess. The bulging in the travel bag was the missing head, and the long red plastic bag was the shin bone. The suspect dared to take them into the market at daytime, strolled inside for 3 minutes, and then left with only the travel bag.
The surveillance video clearly indicates that the killer threw the shin bone in the market. He walked around the butcher's shop a few times, so did he throw the body parts into the stall. The police immediately conducted an undercover visit to the market to find how the body part was thrown. After careful investigation, the police finally found the discarded shin bone in a garbage bin dedicated to recycling meat scraps at a butcher's shop.
Because the killer disappeared from the surveillance video after discarding shin bone, the police were unable to continue tracking through surveillance and had to return to the crime scene to reason again.
从当初我们在宾馆发现的尸块来看，凶手是把死者身上的肉按照肌肉的纹理来切割的。如果不是经过专业的训练，普通人是很难这样肢解一个人的。所以我们有理由相信，这个凶手很可能是医生或者是。
The police found, when Yang appearing at the front desk for the second time, she took a plastic bag from the staff, who said that Yang had requested a set of toothbrush. But that room already had a toothbrush, and the fact that she needed extra one now indicated that someone would stay with her. Also, half an hour later, the killer entered the room. Was Yang waiting for the killer? What's the relationship between them? So the police immediately investigated Yang's social relationships and found that Yang's husband passed away a year ago due to a car accident. and her friends and family had never heard of her having a new boyfriend. Moreover, she knew no one who worked as a butcher or doctor. The police also found that Yang did not bring much belongings when she went out, and nothing abnormal in bank account, ruling out the possibility of murder for financial. At this point, the police discovered a clue that a driver had once taken the murderer to Xing village, where there was a large garbage dump. The police suspected that the murderer wanted to go there to dispose of the head. Therefore, the police immediately went to Xing village to get him, and with the help of villagers, arrested the murderer in the homestay. Zhang Jian, 35 years old, had a history of robbery. When the police asked him about his motive for the murder, he said,
"那个女的我不认识，我只是收钱帮别人干活而已。"
But the police continued their investigation and unexpectedly discovered that it was Zhang who killed Yang's husband a year ago. Now he killed Yang. Under questioning by the police, Zhang admitted that a year ago, someone did indeed give him 300,000 to kill Yang's husband, and that person was Yang. So who asked him to kill Yang this time? Through transaction records, the police found the true mastermind, Qiang, 43 years old, a staff of government. According to Qiang, he had an affair with Yang 3 years ago and was discovered by her husband a year ago. Yang then contacted Zhang to kill her husband under Qiang's introduction. However, Qiang did not expect that after Yang's husband's death, Yang wanted to marry him, but Qiang just played around and didn't want to divorce his wife. However, Yang threatened to tell his wife and the matter of hiring a murderer to force Qiang to marry her. That's why he wanted her dead.